Hey everyone, it is March 6th, about 12:30 p.m. Hanging out down at my parents' house, so I'm chilling in my dad's workshop. My mom's watching a lot of TV, and I have homework to do and studying and whatnot. And I don't know, I like my dad's workshop. It was my hangout as a kid. I used to sit on the floor and hammer nails as he built stuff, so good memories. Got a Clico and everything. So yeah, that's not the purpose of this video at all. Purpose is, and this is part 2 to the one of 2 videos. It's kind of a week late. I said I was going to take a break and get a snack. Well, I took a break, got a snack, and then had a week of school. So, a little late. Anyways, sorry. But yeah, so the purpose of this video is because I feel like I'm a little misleading, even to myself, in that almost everything I've documented so far has been all the positive stuff that's been going on. And that's kind of just because that's who I am. I'm a very positive, optimistic person, so that's what I tend to focus on. But I have been struggling a lot. Just, I mean, in general, hello, this is difficult. But, so I think, just to be fair to myself, and then to whoever watches the videos, it's almost equally as important to document not necessarily the negatives, but just the difficulties that I've been having as well. Big one that I'm just trying to figure out, and I have no idea what to do, is how to integrate with school and with work and with internships and everything like that, because I'm planning on starting testosterone end of this month, end of April, somewhere within the next 2 months, and while I'm super excited, I'm like, I don't know what to do for school and who to tell what and what I'm going to do. I mean, I just got elected president of our Public Health Coalition, which is like the club for the health science majors. Well, it's for the whole university, but we're very active on campus, and I'm so excited. We have a lot of cool stuff planned, but I almost feel like, in respect to my advisors, and really only the advisors and maybe the other club officers, that I should tell them that, you know, within the next year there are going to be some changes happening. It's not going to affect at all how I run the club and how I'm involved, but it'll just affect, you know, how people view me. And I feel like I should tell them now so that if they have any objections, and not necessarily objections, but if the advisors feel like it's going to negatively affect the club, or if it's not, you know, the best thing for our club, then to give them the chance now to, I don't know, ask me to step down. And well, I'd be disappointed because, I mean, it's a health club that I'd be disappointed if they did. I feel like, okay, if it's in the best interest of the club, then fine, I'll still be a member, but I won't be your president. So that's a big one I'm having issues with, is figuring that out. What to do as far as, you know, just school and everything. It's difficult. I know I'm very cautious and I'm very careful, so I'll probably make a smart decision, but just figuring out what that decision is not so easy. A couple other things that I've been having a hard time with. The family reunion that I went to a couple weeks ago. Had a blast, but it was also kind of difficult because I got a lot of hell from family for dressing like a boy again, and, you know, they're like, it's like you're 10 years old. And I just went with it in a joking manner. I was like, yep, you know. And then the whole weekend, it was before I had actually talked to and came out to my sister. Sorry. And she was giving me the hardest time. She's like, can't you just dress like a girl? And I'm like, no, Rita, I'm done. I'm done dressing like a girl. In a joking way. But yeah, and then we had to go to like a big birthday dinner thing, and it was really awkward. It was the first time I'd seen my godparents since I was like 8, and so it was kind of awkward, and I just felt like it was awkward for my parents as well. So one of my cousins was awesome though. He was like yeah, I got my brother back. So love him. He's just the coolest. But yeah, reunion was difficult, just the whole dealing with family, and, you know, I didn't come out to any of them besides my sister, so hopefully when I do, they're not going to be so shocked. And then But the whole weekend being she'd and heard was just frustrating. And then even now at school and with some of my friends, like my friends who know, they're like, well, what should we do? And I'm like, if it's people we know, go with she, go with her, unfortunately, but then that just raises too many questions. But I'm like, if we're out somewhere and no one knows me, practice the he, practice the her. I mean, my sister called me, and she's like, I told a story about my brother over the weekend, so it was kind of cool. I love her, and I appreciate her. And so that's okay, but the she's and the hers are killing me. I'm just, it's a great way to stay sober, though, because I go to a bar and I don't even want to show my ID, so I just don't drink. And I don't really drink anyways, but there you go. And then it's kind of like the more I tell people, the more isolated I feel. Because, you know, before it was just a secret, but now it's a difference. So it's like, yeah, I tell you, and yeah, you know, but that almost makes me feel more isolated because you just can't understand. And that's not anything against you. It's not at all, and I can't blame you, but you just can't understand. So it makes me feel more isolated and more alone with what I'm dealing with. But yeah, just gonna have to figure that one out. And then while I'm supposed to be talking about how I'm feeling, I have a really hard time with that. Like, even with my therapist, she always makes fun of me because she's like, you just can't access that, can you? And I'm like, I can, but I can't around other people, like, how I'm really feeling. I don't know. I put the emotions in a box, and I kind of leave them there, and they kind of seem to evaporate after a while. But I call it my porcelain box because it's tough as hell, but it's fragile in the same way. So that's where my emotions are. They're in the porcelain box. But, yeah. And then the other thing is my name. I don't know what to do. I've pretty much considered keeping my birth name, which I'm not going to say it just because it's a privacy issue anyways. But, because my birth name's pretty gender neutral, and I don't want to have to change it for document reasons, for everything reasons. So, figuring out what to do with that, I mean, I feel like I've spent so long creating who I am now that it's unfair to me to have to give it all up and create a whole other person. It's like, no, I just want to, this is just a very small part of me. I mean, I'm so much more than a transgender person. So, I don't know what to do with my name. I just don't know what to do. I told my parents I'd keep it. And then I think I'll ask them, I'm like, so if I did decide to change my name, what would you change my name to? Because it's a parent's privilege to name their child, so I think that's a bit much for them at the moment. So, whatever. Yeah, so that's some of the stuff I'm dealing with right now, among other things. But, yeah, the problem of integration and feeling isolated is a big thing. However, I'm very excited to start tea soon. Hopefully soon. Hopefully my doctor went on maternity leave. I was like, dang it. I can't blame her. I mean, having a baby's a little more important, so. But, yes. So that's kind of the difficulties of the moment. And I'm sure more will come up. Oh, crap. Jam on my computer. But more will come up, and I'll figure out what to do as they come. But that's where I'm at right now. So, a really boring video for you guys, but whatever. Needed to document that. So, I hope everyone's doing well, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.